gamers, and welcome back inside the castle. As you can see, the dungeon's a little more peaceful here today if we have the fire going. And for today's tech tutorial, we're actually not going to do so much technology, but we're going to go over the class syllabus. So I want you to please pay attention. Now, we're not going to go over the entire class syllabus because that would be pointless. You could just read the whole thing and this video would really mean nothing. But I am going to focus on one section of the actual syllabus itself. So make sure that you watch the video and then answer the corresponding questions at the end to start gaining points for you, your guild, and your hall. So what we'll do here is we'll go ahead and start looking at the desktop on your computer. And to get to the class syllabus online, or if you already have a paper one, you can follow along. But to get to the one online, you're going to go down to Google Chrome, like we use for everything. Go ahead and click on that. And when the web browser pops up and Google comes up, you can either click in Google, but we're going to have to go to the class web page. So for now, go up to the top to the address bar, and you're going to type in www.southushistory.weebly.com. Now, if you have not put this address into your bookmarks, or if you've not had a chance to write it down, please make sure you do so, because once again, this is the website that you're going to be using all year. It's where you're going to find the leaderboards and all the documents and all the information, and everything that you need for our gamification classroom will come from this hub here at Parkersburg South, United States History. So make sure that you write this down or bookmark it into your device. Now, from the home page of what is known as the dungeons, you're going to go to where it says library. Go ahead and click the library tab, and when you click the library tab, you'll notice that when you scroll down just a little bit, you will see that there are some text and there's also some pictures. Well, you can click on either one of these, but we're going to be going and focusing on class documents today. So go ahead and click on the class documents picture. You can see that there's not a lot in here yet because obviously it is the beginning of the year, and the only thing that's in there right now is the class syllabus. And so you can go ahead and click on the document piece of paper tab here. When you click that, it will take us to a new page. It's actually going to take us to a Google document page, and I really like to use Google Docs. I've always used that for my classes. I'm going to show you how to use that as well throughout the year, where you can just easily share things back and forth with me, and I can even help you, and you can help other people as well do some of your guild assignments, and we'll get back to that at a later date. But as you can see, the syllabus for this year pops up. It's not an extremely long document. I don't think syllabuses need to be an extremely long document. However, you can go ahead and read the course description. It talks about what Flip Gamification Mastery is, but I want to focus on this area here, the area that says Classroom Expectations. Now, again, you can follow along. I'm not going to be using just the screenshot of this. I'm also going to be showing some other things and some text to kind of get these points across to you. But the first one that we're going to talk about is classroom expectation number 1. It says, the quicker you are to class, the quicker your game begins for the day. Remember to pick up the entrance and exit sheet at the beginning of each class period. Do not show up after the bell has rung, or you may not even get into class that day. Seriously. Now, I'm not a big stickler on this. I'm not going to close the door and lock it if you're 30 seconds late to class. But remember, the way this class works, when you come into class, there are only so many places you can go within the class. And let's say that you really need to get to a video today, or maybe you really need to get to one of the advanced readers. You need to get to class, because the earlier you get there, it's first come, first serve. And so if you want to get to the station to do some advanced reader stuff for your quest today, you need to get there as soon as you can before somebody else in the class gets there. So make sure that the quicker you come to the class, the better off you are. Again, at the beginning of each day, you are going to go into class. You will go to the up front center, and you're going to pick up the sheets, your entrance and exit mission briefing sheets. And this is what you're going to sit down and do immediately before we actually get into the thing of the day. There will always be some type of question that I have for you guys, or response that you need to answer. either on the board or from my mouth, but you're going to have to do that at the beginning, and then of course you'll fill out that sheet as you go throughout the day, explaining what you've done and how you've done it. All right, so and make sure that you turn that in at the end of each day so that you are able to exit the classroom and get to lunch or to your next class. Going down now to classroom expectation number 2, it says to bring all materials to each class, or excuse me, to our class each day. Now, some of you might bring in your tablet, might bring in your laptop. I encourage you to do this. As you know, as I've told you many times by now, our technology isn't the greatest. It's kind of old. It gets rather slow. So if you have your own tablet, okay, or your own laptop, please bring again. This is going to be a big help to you. Always bring paper and pencil as well. All right, something to write with. I don't care if it's a pen, pencil, whatever, but you never know when the technology might be down. It happens, but that doesn't mean that the class stops. We're going to keep right on going. So make sure you have all of this with you at all times. Please as well, make sure you bring your folder with you that you keep everything in unless you do it digitally, because I am not going to be keeping on passing out folders to everyone. I don't have the means necessary to do that. On to classroom expectation number 3 now. And as you can see, all right, this is a flipped classroom, and you're not going to have so much assigned seats. You're just going to be going everywhere and mingling about the room and going to different places at all times. So again, it might look like chaos to you and anyone coming into the class, but we know exactly what's going on. Real quick, classroom expectation number 4, please show respect to me, your fellow guild members, and other halls, as it is a competition, but it's a friendly competition. Don't let, the leaderboard get to you. Don't let it shame you, because it's not really that big of a deal. You are still trying to get a grade. You're still obviously trying to pass a class, but we're doing it in a more fun, competitive way that really gets us engaged and learning. I'll skip over 5. Everyone should use appropriate language. I just put that in there for giggles. Number 6, all right, we will always be working up until the bell rings. Yes, you heard me right, because you only have 50 minutes in each class, and you know that the more you get done, the more points you earn, the quicker you level up, the more rank that you get, all right, and your avatar can be a lot happier. So please make sure that you do get your exit mission briefing done before the bell rings, so that you're not stuck staying in my class and me having to write you a pass flip to be late into your next class. So make sure that you do have time management skills every single day. And finally, number 7, the food and drink policy. Look, we all want to eat. We're all hungry, but we can't have food as it just makes a mess everywhere in the class. Okay, so please don't bring outside food. Don't bring crackers. Don't bring chips. Don't bring any of that stuff. No candy, no suckers. Now, if you want to bring in water, I am encouraging you to do that. You're going to be walking around. You're going to be talking to each other. A drink in your hand is fine with me. A water bottle. You can even put the little packets in there if you want to. That's fine with me. But please, 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 make sure you don't make a mess and dispose of the trash if you have water bottles at the end. We might even do some recycling things as well. I do have water on sale at certain times throughout the year, so if you're really thirsty and you need to buy a water from me, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Outside of that, you can continue going down the rest of your syllabus. It talks a little bit about the grading policy. We talked about that in class. Makeup, work, and test policy. We talked about that in class already. The textbook, we're not going to use as much. You're going to be using the advanced reader to do a lot of your missions and quests, so don't have to worry about lugging a textbook to each class every single day. And it talks a little bit about the materials and supplies needed as well. The course objectives, of course, are the ones that you're going to be doing for your missions, so I really don't have to go over that a lot. And so the syllabus, really, I just wanted to focus on what I expect each and every day. And once you get acclimated to the way this process works, you will love it, and we'll be competing all the way until the end. All right, so that is your lesson today on the course syllabus. Make sure that you answer the questions that correspond on the Knowmia lesson, all right, to get your points for this quest and to help you level up here in the training missions. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Have a great year. If you need anything at all, my door is always open. And just always remember that I can't make you learn. You've got to want to learn. But involving you will always help you learn. So long, good night, and until next time, beware of the dungeons.